What's up everybody, it's Jamie here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're doing a player review or player highlight of David Silva. Obviously Man City and Premier League legend, Spain legend I assume. And yeah, obviously he's made this big shock move to Real Sociedad. Obviously he was basically a Lazio player and at the last minute decided to switch ships to go to Real Sociedad, which their Lazio's director was not happy about. But that's football, and he probably just thought, you know, going back to Spain, I'll be closer to Valencia, which I believe is where he's from. I know he came through the academy, and yeah, it's probably just the smarter thing for him to do in his family at this point in his life. Yeah, so I've done this transfer automatically, through the player squad menu. I've moved him, as you can see here. He's taking a wage cut, which is about what he was going to take at Lazio. So the game's kind of got something right. The tournaments don't really matter. If we win it, we get some extra funds, which is very helpful with the signings I plan to make. As I feel like the defence needs the most work, as you can see from the squad screen when it shows you. The attack's very good, it's promising, it's young, it's fast, it's dynamic. Same with the midfield. Obviously, Odegaard's left now. David Silva's his replacement. Odegaard's cancelled his 2-year loan after one season to go back to Real Madrid. Most probably because he's going to start ahead of James Rodriguez, I assume, who shouldn't probably be there anymore, but is what it is. You got Januzaj on the bench, you got Willian Jose, but I believe I'll probably start him over Isaac as he's a more developed, more accomplished striker. I do feel like the midfield needs a tiny bit more cover, as you only got like Zabeldia, who's even decent at this level to make it. He's also a young prospect with a lot of big teams chasing him. Can play at the back, DM, centre mid. But the first sign I've thought about was the ex-Liverpool man and current Sporting man, Sebastian Coates. Obviously, he's got international experience. He's played in the top league before, albeit not very well, but he played for Liverpool, so he's had good training. He's been at Sporting for a few years now. He's done pretty well there, to be fair. He's obviously high rating, good on the ball, strong, fast. Well, not fast actually, but you know what I mean. Like, he's fast thinking. He can read the game well. That's the words I mean. Obviously, he wants to come in the crucial, which is obvious. He's going to be a highest rated defender by a few ratings, I believe, unless they develop throughout the season, which is the plan because they are quite young. He doesn't really come in for a lot either on wages. He comes in quite a long contract of 4 years, but that's about when he's going to drop off a cliff completely physically. So that's okay. 35 grand a week's not bad for him. Decent signing bonus, but that's just to persuade him to come and miss out on European football by moving to Spain. Our next signing, who I believe is Santiago Arias from Atletico Madrid, makes sense realistically because Atleti got quite a few right backs in their squad, with the likes of Trippier, Vrsaljko and Arias, plus a lot of youngsters. So I believe that maybe Atleti are willing to let one go now. Obviously, they got to try and keep down their wage bill. If they want decent money, he's worth a decent amount. So you can add that to your transfer kitty. So maybe bring in a few more players because they need some strengthening because they didn't do very well this season. So he's obviously quite a hefty transfer fee for us though, as being Sociedad. Spent quite big on our defence this season, but it's what's needed because you need to bolster that defence with the young talent. Otherwise, we're going to be at risk of getting counter-attacked and getting just punished by the better teams because our defence isn't as good as our attack and midfield. And obviously our midfield and attack are very attacking, very fluid. So you need to try and balance it with strong defenders. Obviously, signed to a 4-year contract. I doubt he'd be here for the 4 years, but he's a good placeholder for a while we build the rest of the team while they develop. And he takes a big wage cut, so you can't hate the guy. Obviously, he improves our team by quite a lot. It looks like a better, stronger team now. And if you've got the youngsters coming through, like Munoz, who's going to replace Monreal at the end of the season, provided that he develops and Monreal doesn't. And then, I wasn't planning on doing any more transfers, but Napoli came in with a bid for Isa Iriamendi. Obviously, ex-Real Madrid man, came back. He's on a decent wage. They offered a lot, and I thought, let's see if I can squeeze money out of them. 26.1 million. Seems fair for one of our best players, and they were happy to accept. I was like, that's good. That means we can reinvest in the team of someone younger on someone cheaper wages. And my options I thought were going to be Kondogbia or Jose Campagna from Levante. And I thought Campagna kind of profiles like Mendy. In fact, he's a midfielder, Spanish, not the fastest, very good on the ball, very good passing. So I thought it's probably the right move to bring him in. Obviously, he's pretty much going to cost the same as Mendy, but his wages, and we're going to get more for the money because we got about 5 years in him before he starts to decline. And like Mendy, probably got 1 more year. Plus, I believe Mendy's been plagued of injuries for the last few years, which isn't fantastic. But I feel like we negotiated a good price here with Levante. I don't know their coach's name, so I apologise. But 23 million is pretty much a good thing for a Spanish player in this league. You're trying to de-strengthen your rivals. And he obviously comes in with a decent contract. He's only on 30 grand a week, 100 grand signing bonus. You can't really complain. And that was the last signing we'd done until, well, that was the last signing we'd done in general, to be honest. As you can see here, though, we're just moving into teams. Zabeldia drops to the bench, and that means we have a bit more cover on the defence. Actually, no, sorry. We also signed Matty Longstaff. In real life, he's obviously on a free transfer now because he's left Newcastle, I do believe. Interest from Italy, but I thought it'd be fun just quickly signing because I'm an English manager, bringing in an English player who's got potential, who is like a player we don't have, who's tenacious and good on the ball. So I thought it's a bit of a no-brainer. It's risk-free, really. Even from the game for 3 million, it's risk-free. As you can see here, mid-table, mid-season table even is we're 6th place, which is pretty good in the Europa League spots. David Silva not contributing a lot. He's decreasing in rating, which is not good, but you can understand it. 4 goals in the league, 1 assist. Not great for attacking midfielder who's played out most of the games this season. But hopefully he's done better at the end. You can see here we finished 7th at the end of the season, which isn't, well, we've declined in performance over the season. Villarreal have surged and gone 6 points ahead, so fair play to them. In the cup, we were embarrassed by the winners Athletic. We lost 9-0 in aggregate, which is funny, to be honest. It's not funny, but it is. You have to laugh. And to be honest, our players didn't perform great. Obviously, Silva's gone down 2 ratings now. Ain't the end of the world. He's still David Silva, but he's going to start to drop off even faster. Obviously, you see our goalkeeper played most of the games this season. Moya made a few appearances, but that's what you expect. Macho Monreal played a lot of games this season, which is quite worrying. And Munoz started to come through, I guess. Obviously, Kevin Rodriguez will come in for the backup next season, and hopefully Monreal will be moved on. Same with like Navas and that. Hopefully the odegaard will be moved on. You can see with our centre backs, most of them were rotating, which is good, I guess, but maybe that's why we didn't do so well, because the keeper didn't have a setback for. But as you've seen him, our left winger, Oyazabal, he was the best, scored a lot of goals this season, a lot of assists. I think second most assists was Willian Jose, and then David Silva didn't contribute a lot, to be honest, as you'll see in a minute. So I do believe that to make him play better, you're going to need more players with legs around him. But hopefully they sort that out in real life. This is my attempt at it. And you'll see who I believe we should bring in next season, which I only think is really a striker. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Tell me who you want to do a player showcase on next at the new team. I'll happily do it. My name's been Jamie, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.